I never met Officer Gilbert Braden, but I knew him. He died for each and every one of us, and so I knew him. I knew his bravery. I knew his devotion. And ultimately, I knew his love. I knew him because he was a cop. Because of men like him, for the past 30 years, I've held my own head proud knowing that I, too, was a cop. In his death and in his life, Gilbert Braden ennobled us all. He wasn't without fear, but he stomached that fear.
How you doing, Ralph?
It wasn't easy.
Good.
It never is. We all have an instinct of self-preservation.
I think we ought to talk at some point.
We all have that impulse to just run and hide whatever it is that threatens us.
I need to know if I can count on you.
But a cop can't run away.
That might just be something you'll have to figure out.
A cop has to ignore his instinct of self-preservation.
Hope I'm not wrong
Do
about
that
you,
which
Ralph.
is his duty.
Hey, Vince.
Braden wasn't
I did what I did back there. We didn't talk about it then, and we're not going to talk about it now. And as for what you think about me, I couldn't care less.
Gilbert Braden gave his life to serve and protect. Let us think of him often. Let us think of him well.
You are not gone. You've just gone away. We know the Lord works in such a mysterious way. I have but one regret. I haven't told you yet how much I love you, how much I love you. You are my brother that can never be denied. Our hearts beat together, side by side. I have but one regret. I haven't told you yet how much I love you. How much I love you. If there was hate, you tried to fight it. And if there was wrong, you tried to right it, to right it, to right but one regret. I haven't told you yet, no, no, how much I love you. 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 How much I love you.
sunshine, tears and rain, precious memories of years go by. Hours of darkness, fear and pain, all the time that we had. When all that's left is a photograph, not one golden moment in the sun. Doing what had to be done, living under the gun. Under the gun. Under the gun. Under the gun. When the streets are dark and bare, not a sign of comfort anywhere. In the alley, on the stair, you call it out, we'll be there. When no one else seemed to care, living under the gun. Under the gun. Under the gun. Living under the gun.
Right. Yeah, I got it right in my hand right now. Looks like a third grader wrote it. You hear this? I'm gonna throw it away. Yeah, you get down here and redo it.
Perhaps got a list
Right.
here of 5 priors.
Let me get this straight. You chased Tyrone Weeks into the house.
Yes, sir. And once we got him handcuffed, we commenced the search of the premises.
But you had no warrant at that time.
No, sir. But we were waiting for Detectives LaRusso and Potts to show up with it.
And once Detective LaRusso and Potts arrived, what happened next?
Archie, that's Officer Rolfe.
Right.
He found the Uzi inside the toilet tank. Now, that's when LaRusso took us outside and said we blew the bust.
Those were his exact words?
Oh, yes, sir. I got it right here in my notes. He said, you guys are morons, you know that? You blew the bust. Captain,
Yes.
are me and Archie gonna get kicked out of the department?
I don't know.
All I ever wanted to be was a cop. If I could just get another chance, I'd never screw up again, I swear.
I'll do all I can.
Thank you, Captain.
Send Potts in on your way out.
Thank you so much, Captain.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
One thing bothers me, Donnie. Gaines and Rolfe say they chased Tyrone Weeks into the house, handcuffed him, and then searched the premises. Yet your statement says that Weeks went for his weapon and LaRusso shot him in self-defense.
That's right.
And how did he go for his weapon if he was handcuffed?
He was handcuffed to the chair. I had to cut him loose to move him, and it was then that he made a grab for the Uzi.
And the Uzi was just sitting right there. Sit down. I don't buy it, Donnie.
Buy it, don't buy it. That's what happened.
Donnie, you're making a big mistake here by not telling the truth.
The only truth that matters is that Tyrone Weeks was a cop killer.
Are you standing there saying that because he shot a cop, it's okay to execute the guy?
Hey, I told Internal Affairs what happened. That's all I gotta say.
Donnie, this isn't gonna go away. I wish you'd reconsider before it's too late.
The black community's outraged. They're charging us with covering up the execution of an unarmed black man.
This is no cover-up, Your Honor. A dangerous cop killer attempted to shoot his way out of police custody. Detective LaRusso used lethal force only as a last resort to protect himself and his partner.
With all due respect, Your Honor, our forensic report indicates that all the physical evidence at the scene was consistent with LaRusso's claim of self-defense, which in turn is corroborated by the eyewitness report of LaRusso's partner, who happens to be black.
Detective LaRusso's package reads like a felony rap sheet.
Where did you get that?
9 incidents in 7 years involving excessive force. 5 of them resulting in lawsuits? The man is a loose cannon.
If Internal Affairs and the officer-involved shooting team are satisfied that LaRusso acted within policy, then so am I.
Well, I'm not. I want this community to know that we listen and respond, and that we don't condone the murder of its citizens by cops.
I will not stand by and let you sacrifice one of my bravest men at the altar of public opinion.
Oh, yes, you will, Chief Kendrick. And if you oppose me on this, I'll crush you like a bug.
Did you hear that old buzzard, Ozzy? She treated me like a dog. Crushed me like a bug, she said.
It's politics, Chief. It'll blow over.
Used to be. A woman was like a horse. You could saddle them up. They never complained. Ride them until they dropped, then put a bullet between their eyes. And get yourself another one.
The key is to keep a low profile. I'll draft you a statement saying that we support our officers 100%, but that, as always, we welcome the scrutiny of a full-scale investigation.
If that stone beast thinks she can push me around, she's got another think coming.
I can't believe it. I feel so violated. I can't tell you. You talk about rape. This is rape. Oh, for our purposes, let's just call it burglary, okay? What does that mean? That you'll get to it when you can, low priority? Why don't you just tell us what they took? They got our blanket.
We had a Navajo blanket, officer. An 1880 Two Gray Hills Navajo blanket.
They got the hot meat.
Excuse me, Vincent. Apartments, please.
Oh, my God. Devin?
According to the housekeeper, about 10:30, the doorbell rang. She asked who it was. They said they were here to check the meters. The door, they grabbed her, tied her hands and feet. She tried to scream. They gagged her, hit her over the head with something, and she doesn't remember.
Oh, a silver champagne bucket.
And David Lynch?
A fair meal and silver caviar service.
Well, will you please write all this down? I'm ready.
Miriam, honey, now we know you need a doctor, but we're paying. So don't you worry about what it's going to cost.
What about the upstairs?
Oh, my God, our things.
According to the security guys, a neighbor got suspicious and called it in before they got out there.
Devin, sweetheart, I can't bear to look.
Why don't you take a look with these two officers?
I'll look. I mean, Alan, somebody's got to look. We put a $15,000 security system in this house. Now, you tell me, what else can you do?
There's nothing we can do.
Oh, is that right, officer? Well, it just so happens that we love our things. We love them very much, and I can't accept that we're just at the mercy of these people. I can't accept that. Let's pray nothing happened. Oh, thank God, I don't think they made it up here.
You're lucky.
Lucky? You think I'm lucky? I shouldn't be yelling at you.
It's okay.
Right now, I just really need to take some time off. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to deal with anyone. Has either of you ever been to Machu Picchu?
I haven't, no.
I have to make some calls.
Will you look at this place?
You want it, Vicky?
I try not to want things I'm never gonna have.
That's the difference between you and me. I want what I want.
Big screen, color TV, remote control to turn it on.
A VCR, one for you and me.
They got a water fountain in the John.
It's a long way from the thin blue line up to this pleasure dome.
Come on in, sit right down, make yourself at home. This is what the good life looks like. How do people get so much? This is what the big time feels like. Take a look, but don't touch. Don't touch.
You and me in this king-size bed.
Oh, baby, we're a sexy pair.
Making love on these cool silk sheets.
My fingers running through your hair.
It's a long way from the station house up to this part of town.
Maybe we've died and gone to heaven.
Maybe we better stop fooling around.
This is what the good life looks like.
How do people get so much?
This is what the but don't touch, don't touch. I'd like to drive a Maserati, like to be a movie star too.
Let's pose for the paparazzi.
Who wouldn't? Wouldn't you? It's a long way from the neighborhood to the other side of the track.
When you take that ride down Easy Street, you're never gonna wanna turn back.
This is what the good life looks like. How do people get so much? This is what the big time feels like. Take a look, but don't touch, don't touch, don't touch.
Can I speak with you a minute, Ralph?
Yeah, sure. If you don't mind, I'm gonna keep working while we're talking.
Oh, that's okay. What if I told you you were holding up a house of cards?
Let's say I didn't know what you were talking about.
You're the best forensic man I've ever worked with. What's on your mind, John? I have statements. Gaines, Rolfe, Potts, LaRusso, plus all the uniforms, all saying that Weeks was handcuffed. Yet your report says no fresh cuff marks.
So, handcuffs don't always leave marks. Besides, if you examined all the physical evidence like I did, you'd see it was clear he was shot during a struggle.
I don't believe it. Weeks was still handcuffed when LaRusso shot him. I know it. You know it. It's just a matter of time before the IAD knows it, too.
I'll tell you what. I haven't put 19 years in on the job to be called a liar by you or anybody else. Now, I examined the deceased, I examined the scene of the crime, and I put my findings in the report.
You covered another cop's ass.
You want my badge, John?
No, I don't.
Then this discussion's over.
Captain.
Yeah?
Yeah, we got a suspect in the Lucas break-in. He was trying to unload the paintings.
Get a hold of the housekeeper and we'll line up.
She's on her way in.
Good news.
Captain, I understand you want to see me.
Yeah, Frank. How'd it go?
You know, Captain.
Yeah, I know. But look, I think it's time you got back out there. I don't need you on a desk. I need you back out on the street.
Well, I've been talking to some of the guys, but I still haven't found anybody I feel good about going back out with.
Gotcha. Excuse me. Gaines, in my office. Come on.
Oh, excuse me.
You know Officer Rose?
Yeah, how you doing?
Sad.
Put your hand on the Bible. Both of you, put your hand on the Bible. Come on. Hand on the Bible. Let's go. I now pronounce you partners.
What?
You're married.
Look, Captain, this ain't right.
Franklin, do me a favor. Give it a try. If it doesn't work out, we'll try something else.
Thank you, Captain.
Listen up. Half a step forward, number 6. Eyes straight ahead, keep your hands down. Everybody paying attention. No talking, number 3. I don't want to repeat myself.
paper, cause this crap is getting old. Hey man, I get you vodka later.
We're the local color with the copper-tone skin. Man, you treat us like we're guilty of some terrible sin. When the call goes out, we're the ones you call in.
Are you comfortable to read us alright?
None of them.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm telling you,
$5
he's the guy. And she was in on the job.
And you're sure of this why?
She picked him out with her eyes, Andy. I mean, when LaRusso and Potts were watching her, she looked at him one way. When they weren't watching her, she looked at him. It was altogether different.
Meaning what?
Meaning she's in love with the guy.
Vicky, if that's true, the last thing she'd do is let it show.
Yeah, well, some people can hide it, some people can't.
Excuse us for a minute, Andy.
Sure, Captain.
I'd like to talk to you about your husband, Vicky.
What about him?
He falsified his report of Tyrone Weeks shooting in order to protect Vincent LaRusso.
No, Ralph wouldn't do that.
But he did it. And I'm going to give him the opportunity to undo it. But if he doesn't take advantage of that opportunity, I'll bury him.
Captain...
Let me explain to you exactly what that means. He's finished in the department. No pension, no nothing. And that's the least of it. He'll be indicted for aiding and abetting the commission of a felony. He'll be tried, and the likelihood is he'll be convicted. He'll do 3 years if he's lucky, 8 years if he's not.
What are you telling me this for? Why don't you talk to him? Excuse me. I'll see you later.
About your plan to make me blue when some other guy you knew before. Between the two of us guys, you know I love you more. It took me by surprise, I must say, when I found out yesterday. Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine? Hey Frank, which do you think was better? Gladys Knight in the Pitts version or Marvin Gaye's? Man, I love Motown, man. I must be some kind of throwback to Neapolitan age or something, but I'll tell you, those songs were the greatest. Well, Stevie Wonder, Smokey Robinson, The Miracles, Mary Wells, oh, Diana Ross and the Supremes. Stop! In the name of love, before you break my heart. Man, I still got a crush on that chick. Okay, Frank. Now for the grand prize. $10,000 cash. A twin-engine, turbo-powered, 28-foot Chris-Craft speedboat, an all-expense-paid trip for 2 to Detroit, Michigan. Name this song and the artist. Although you're never near, your voice I often hear. Another day, another night, alone, hold you tight, 'cause I'm so lonely. Baby,
okay,
I'm Frankie, so four tops.
Just listen to me. I don't like a lot of talking, and I hate singing in the unit. You got that?
Hey, Frank, just loosen up.
I don't want to loosen up.
Okay, okay.
See, Miriam, what we think is that you and Miguel sort of robbed the people that you work for. Now, we also think that he forced you into it. And what did he do? Threaten to turn you into La Migra?
I didn't do nothing.
You two want to excuse us for a minute? Step outside. smells really nice, you know? What kind of shampoo you use? ¿Te gusta?
Vincent.
Leave me alone, please.
Okay. Okay. I don't want to do a thing that's going to make anybody uncomfortable. Let me ask you a very, very private question. Does your boyfriend lose his temper? Huh? Se descontrola? We know he hits you. Now, if we got him in here and we told him you were talking to us about him, you think he just might mess up that pretty little face of yours?
Why are you doing this to me?
Here's your choices. 1, we talk to Miguel, and we tell him a few things that'll make him very angry. 2, we put you in jail. Now, have you ever been forced to make love to a woman, Miriam? Huh? Una lesbiana? ¿Me entiende? Because that's what would happen to you in jail. Or 3, you tell us what we need to know. We protect you. No jail, no Miguel, no La Migra.
He said nobody would know. I didn't want to, but he made me do it.
Come on. You two want to take Miriam's statement for us, please? Thanks. Let's go back. Well, you look like you got something to say.
After we finish our caseload, man, I want a divorce.
We've been married for almost 4 years. Don't you think we should see a counselor or something? Fine. You want a divorce? You got it. Let me tell you something, Donnie. See, I know Hollander's leaning on you. I know he's threatening your ass. So if you roll on me, I gotta take you down with me. I swear to God, I'll do it, Donnie.
Captain, this ain't gonna work.
What's that?
Me and Gaines.
What's the problem?
The guy's a motor mouth. He never stops eating. Chocolate bars, donuts, milkshakes. There's candy wrappers all over the floor. The dashboard is sticky. The guy won't stop singing Motown in the unit.
Give it another week.
Well, you said if things don't work out, we can try something else. So now I'm asking.
No.
Look, how can you say no? I don't understand why you gotta stick me with the guy like...
Franklin, no is no. A word you having trouble understanding, Captain? Yeah.
Captain, look, I need you to speak to the DA about the housekeeper and the Lucas break-in.
What about her?
Well, she's willing to testify against her boyfriend in exchange for immunity.
She changed her mind.
Nobody twisted her arm, Captain.
She had a spontaneous change of heart.
Yeah, I think she was afraid of the guy.
And now she's afraid of you.
Look, you don't like me. I don't like you. Why don't I just put in for a transfer and make a lot of sense? You're not gonna let me up, are you?
I don't look the other way when cops execute suspects.
Now, see, when cops do their job, sometimes bad guys get killed.
And there's a difference between killed and murdered.
You got nothing. I mean, you're sucking wind.
It's more than wind, LaRusso. You did it, and I'm gonna get you.
You're crazy.
Believe it.
Well, you better be as crazy as me.
Ralph?
Hmm?
Was your report on that shooting true?
Why do you ask?
Hollander told me it wasn't.
Hollander told you.
Is he right?
He doesn't have to be right. He's a captain.
Is he right?
Listen, Vicky. I don't like Vincent LaRusso. I never liked him. Doesn't mean I want to nail him.
Why not?
Why not? Because what he did was shoot a cop killer. If he hadn't shot him, the cop killer would have walked.
What he did was kill a prisoner in cold blood. What you did was lie to cover it up. How could you do that?
What did Hollander tell you? I'm going to go to jail for it?
He said there was a good chance you would.
He was trying to scare you, Vicky.
It worked. You know something? You look different to me now. And that scares me a lot more.
I got the same mug I always had.
No, you don't. I used to say to myself, everybody lies. Everybody's got an angle and everybody lies. And I met you. You never lied.
I never lied to you.
You never lied at all. I guess I thought that no matter what happened, you'd always protect me. You'd always tell the truth.
I'm gonna go downstairs, do a little reading.
Okay.
Locked inside a cedar chest, faded flowers carefully pressed against a picture of my mom and daddy's wedding. She never said an angry word, he never made her cry, and they lived that way until the day he died. If that isn't love, if he's not the answer to my prayer, then God only knows who's listening up there. If that isn't love, then I don't know what love is supposed to be, and the meaning of my life's a complete mystery. If that isn't love, and if it's true there's not much passion, that's not what I expected. In a world of fear, he makes me feel protected. I thought my heart had found a home, safe in the strength of his arms, but the world outside is falling down around us. And in my broken house of dreams, I feel so far from home, and I don't want to face these fears alone. If that isn't love, if he's not the answer to my prayer, then God only knows who's listening up there. If that isn't love, then I don't know what love is supposed to be, and the meaning of my life's a complete mystery. If that isn't love.
Ooh, somebody left their lights on.
Big deal.
No big deal to you.
What are you doing?
Turning off his lights. Come on, Frank, the poor guy comes out, his battery's all dead.
So what?
Yeah, so what to you? Because you're not driving it. Just want to help someone out, Frank. Is that a crime?
Give it to me.
I got it.
Give it to me.
Okay.
Now look what you made me do. Why don't you use your head sometime? Huh? Why didn't you think so?
You left your lights on, sir.
That's your
that's a good
business?
way to run down your battery.
Huh? Man goes messing with my wheels.
Hey, come on, cool down, mister. Just cool down.
He was trying to do you a favor. Oh, no. Oh, man, you done scratched up my paint job. Now, what right you got scratching up a man's car?
It wasn't intentional, sir.
I'll say it again. What right you got scratching up a man's car?
What right?
Come on, now we got it right. That's a vision violation, sir. Can we see your license and registration, please?
Frank, come on, ease up. You don't want to push this.
That's right, white boy. Get your trained monkey home. You want to get stupid now?
Frank, don't!
Back up!
Hey, man, chill.
Get back on.
I'm not playing with you. I said put your toes on the sidewalk.
Do you have a pen? Something to write with? Wait a minute, what am I asking? I got one right here. Jeez, bozo. Now, this isn't a ticket. It's nothing like that. What I'm doing here is I'm giving you my name and address. That's where you're going to send me the estimate.
Estimate?
Yeah, on the paint job on your car. Hey, come on, cherry vehicle like that? Know how I'd feel if somebody messed it up?
You're damn right.
Yeah, damn right. I mean, come on, we screwed up here, right? Listen, about my partner, it wasn't his fault. I talked him into it.
Come on.
Gotta cut him a little slack.
Why's that?
He's had a rough time lately. You know, personal stuff.
Well, that don't make it right.
No, it don't. Listen. Don't bother getting more than one estimate. Just take it to somebody who respects it, you know. A little supermarket parking lot or nothing like that.
I hear you.
All right.
Hey.
Was that cool or what? Yeah, that was way cool. How about we go get a milkshake?
See why not? Ah, Mr. LaRusso.
How do you do?
This is my associate Trish Vaughn. She used to be with the district attorney's office. She'll be sitting in with us. Please sit down.
Okay.
Well, there are lots of good lawyers. What made you call me?
I need a lawyer. You're the best.
Well, you should know that choosing me may not be in your best interests.
Why is that?
Well, I have a reputation. Judges tend to feel upstaged. They don't always appreciate that.
No, you're exactly the lawyer I want.
No one's filed charges.
No, but if they do, I want to be able to pick up the phone and call you.
All right. And the next question is whether or not you can afford me.
Well, I have some money saved up. It's not a lot.
Oh, you can pay me whatever you can now. Plus print, television features, video cassettes, and all ancillary rights pertaining to you or a character based on you. I get 50%.
How long's that arrangement last?
That arrangement lasts forever.
You got it.
In that case, I'm the one you'll call.
Thanks.
And if you can't get him, I'm the one you call.
Thank you.
Let me get this straight, Mrs. Kunkel. First, you complain that my Davy rode his tricycle through your azaleas. Now you want my husband to fix a parking ticket. Are you calling to complain or calling to ask a favor? He doesn't fix tickets, Mrs. Kunkel. If you heard he fixed for Tommy at the Fairfax Market, then you heard wrong. No, you can't talk to him. He's not home yet. She saw you pull up. Do you believe this?
Yeah, she'd be great on surveillance.
Well, then I'd better get his dinner ready for him, hadn't I, Mrs. Kunkel? Can we continue this lovely conversation at another time? Bye. Like in another life?
Just so happens I did fix a ticket for Tommy once at the Fairfax Market.
Good. Just don't fix one for the Kunkels.
Hey, Dad!
Hey, partner, how you doing?
Fine.
So what are you doing, huh? What'd you do today?
Rode my bike.
You did, huh? I heard you rode it right through the azaleas.
Davy, know what I did today? Quit my art course.
Janie, you were excited about that course. Why'd you quit?
Gee, I don't know. Could it have been the $2,000 it turns out the course is going to cost, which we don't have?
Now, hold on now.
Don't argue. I do the checkbook. I know.
We just went over the checkbook, didn't we?
That was before the washing machine, which it was cheaper to buy a new one than to keep repairing.
But is that more important than you getting back to painting?
And your suggestion's what? We start going to the laundromat?
I like the laundromat. We met at a laundromat.
Sorry, Mom. Wash your hands. Davy?
It's been a hard day. Gonna be a hard night. Out on the street, somebody's gonna lose a life. When you play the game, it all turns out the same. Use it to a gun, a needle or a knife. Up against a stone wall, watching the pieces fall. Try to keep it honest, try to keep it clean. But honesty is just for fools, and everybody bends the rules. And I'm feeling like I'm just dust in the machine. But when I make it home and I open the door, the look on your face is what I do it for. And it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. 'Cause I got all night to spend with you. Nothing can go wrong. What we got is so strong. Holding you now.
Holding you now, that's all I wanna do. If you want the high life, don't become a cop's wife. There's never any money, and there's not much rest. Watching my dreams and wishes drown in dirty dishes. But it's my job, and I do my best. When you touch me, and you kiss me, and you smile that bad boy smile, trouble fades away, and for a little while,
It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. 'Cause I got all night to spend with you. Nothing can go wrong. What we got is so strong. Holding you now. Holding you now. That's all I wanna do. And all I need is you.
Hello, Ralph.
John?
Hey, come on in. Come. Oh, Jane, this is Lieutenant Ralph Ruskin. Ralph, you remember my wife, Jane?
Yes, you're married to Officer Quinn.
Vicky, that's right.
Would you excuse me, please?
What do you have to say to me, Ralph?
It's LaRusso's story. It doesn't square up.
Cuff marks?
Oh, forget the cuff marks. They don't tell you anything.
What then?
He says Weeks was reaching across the table for his gun.
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
Well, the entry wounds. I've been diagramming trajectories all day long. I can't make it come out that that arm had any forward extension.
So Weeks was standing there facing him. LaRusso used him for target practice. Well, say it, Ralph.
Something like that.
All right, thanks.
You were having dinner when I got here, you and your family?
Yeah, but it's all right. This was important.
No, I'm not apologizing. I'm saying we all like keeping our families out of things, keeping our family life separate.
You threatened Vicky, John.
No, Ralph. I just filled her in on where I thought things were going.
No, you threatened her. You threatened her, you scared her, you used her to get to me. You went to her, to my wife. Don't you ever do that again.
I'm Ted Koppel. Later on Nightline, ask two respected military thinkers to play out a war game on the Gulf crisis, and the result could be fascinating. You can watch it tonight.
Friday, the West has an invasion of tenderfeet from the East. The Far East, Japanese ranchers are stir-frying the American beef industry. Watch 2020, Friday.
This is Bill Beutel. Mayor Dinkins is hit from all sides tonight as he tries to sell his police plan. Friends of the royal family of Monaco talk about Princess Caroline's latest tragedy. And Darryl Strawberry talks to us exclusively about his future. Next on Eyewitness News.